Welcome to our exploration of the strangest borders in the world. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating realm of geographical anomalies that challenge our understanding of borders and territories. Have you ever wondered why some countries seem to have borders that twist and turn in the most unexpected ways, or why certain regions are completely surrounded by another nation? From peculiar enclaves to bizarre territorial disputes, we'll uncover the stories behind these unusual borders that often go unnoticed. As we journey through this captivating topic, we'll highlight some of the most intriguing examples, such as the quirky border between Belgium and the Netherlands, where a single house can be split between two countries. We'll also touch on the unique case of the Beer Terwil, a piece of land that no one wants, and the reasons behind its strange status. This video is designed for the curious minds out there who love to learn about the world's oddities. We'll provide you with engaging visuals and interesting facts that will not only inform, but also entertain. So, whether you're a geography buff or just someone who enjoys a good story, you're in for a treat. Get ready to discover the bizarre and lesser-known borders that make our world a more intriguing place. The unusual border of Baarle-Hertog and Baarle-Nassau, nestled between Belgium and the Netherlands, lies the intriguing border of Baarle-Hertog and Baarle-Nassau, a complex web of enclaves and exclaves that captivates both locals and visitors alike. This border is not just a simple line. It consists of over 20 separate pieces of land, with Belgian enclaves surrounded by Dutch territory and vice versa. This unusual arrangement creates a patchwork of jurisdictions that can be both fascinating and confusing. The historical context of this peculiar division dates back to the Middle Ages, when land ownership was determined by a series of treaties and agreements. As borders shifted over time, the result was a fragmented landscape where the two nations coexisted in a unique manner. The Treaty of Maastricht in 1843 further solidified this unusual arrangement, leaving the residents of Baarle to navigate the complexities of living in two countries simultaneously. For the residents, this unique border situation has both advantages and challenges. They often find themselves dealing with different laws, tax systems, and even postal services depending on which side of the border they are on. This can lead to amusing situations, such as having to cross the street to buy a beer that is legal on one side, but not on the other. Despite these quirks, the community thrives on its unique identity, celebrating its dual nationality and the rich history that comes with it. The oddity of the Beer Terwil. Beer Terwil is a fascinating piece of land located between Egypt and Sudan, notable for its status as the only area on Earth that is claimed by no one. This unclaimed territory spans approximately 2,060 square kilometers, and is a result of a complex interplay of geographical and political factors. The origins of Beer Terwil's unique status date back to the late 19th century, when colonial powers drew borders in the region. The 1899 Anglo-Egyptian Sudan Agreement established a border that favored Egypt, but a subsequent 1902 agreement adjusted the border to include Beer Terwil within Sudan. However, when Sudan gained independence, it reverted to the original 1899 border, leaving Beer Terwil in a legal limbo. This anomaly raises intriguing questions in international law. According to the principle of terra nullius, land that is not claimed by any sovereign state can be considered unowned. Beer Terwil exemplifies this principle, as both Egypt and Sudan have chosen to claim other territories, such as the Halaib Triangle, instead. This has led to a situation where Beer Terwil remains a landless territory, devoid of governance or citizenship. For many, the idea of a landless territory is both captivating and perplexing. What does it mean to inhabit a space that is not recognized by any nation? The allure of Beer Terwil has even inspired individuals to attempt to claim it for themselves, sparking debates about sovereignty, identity, and the very nature of nationhood. The unique case of the Diomede Islands. The Diomede Islands, located in the Bering Strait, present a fascinating example of a peculiar border between the United States and Russia. These two islands, known as Big Diomede and Little Diomede, are separated by a mere 2.5 miles of icy water, yet they belong to two different nations. Big Diomede is part of Russia, while Little Diomede is under U.S. jurisdiction. This close proximity creates a striking visual contrast, with one island bustling with Russian activity and the other representing American life. Adding to the intrigue is the time zone difference between the two islands. Big Diomede operates on Moscow time, while Little Diomede is on Alaska time, which means there is a 21-hour difference between the two. This unique situation allows residents of Little Diomede to literally look across the water and see tomorrow, while their neighbors on Big Diomede are still living in today. This time zone quirk highlights the absurdity of their geographical closeness and the political divide that separates them. Culturally and politically, the Diomede Islands embody the complexities of international relations. Despite their proximity, the islands have distinct cultural identities shaped by their respective nations. The residents of Little Diomede often express curiosity about their Russian counterparts. Yet political tensions between the US and Russia create barriers to interaction. This unique border serves as a reminder of how geography can influence human connections, even when they are just a stone's throw away. The intriguing border of Point Roberts, Washington, is a geographical oddity that captivates anyone interested in borders and territories. This small U.S. territory is uniquely situated at the southern tip of the Tsawasan Peninsula, making it only accessible by land through Canada. To reach Point Roberts from the rest of the United States, one must travel through British Columbia, creating a fascinating yet complicated situation for its residents. The unusual border arrangement dates back to the Oregon Treaty of 1846, which established the 49th parallel as the boundary between British and American territories. However, due to the way the land was divided, Point Roberts ended up on the U.S. side of the border while being physically separated from the rest of Washington state. This historical quirk has left Point Roberts as a small enclave, creating a unique identity and sense of community among its residents. Daily life in Point Roberts presents its own set of challenges. Residents often have to navigate the complexities of crossing the Canadian border for basic necessities, such as grocery shopping or accessing healthcare. This can lead to long wait times and additional costs, making life in this enclave both intriguing and inconvenient. Despite these challenges, the community thrives, with a close-knit atmosphere that fosters resilience. The stunning natural beauty of Point Roberts, combined with its unique geographical situation, makes it a fascinating place to explore and understand the complexities of borders in our world.
The Enclave of Campione d'Italia. Campione d'Italia is a fascinating Italian enclave nestled within the borders of Switzerland, creating a unique geographical and cultural anomaly. This small town, located on the shores of Lake Lugano, is entirely surrounded by Swiss territory, making it a rare example of an Italian community existing within another country. Despite being part of Italy, Campione d'Italia operates under a unique set of circumstances that reflect its unusual position. The historical roots of Campione d'Italia date back to the early Middle Ages, when the region was part of the Lombard Kingdom. Over the centuries, various treaties and territorial changes solidified its status as an Italian enclave, particularly after the Treaty of Zurich in 1859. This agreement established the current borders, leaving Campione d'Italia as a remnant of Italy within Switzerland. Interestingly, the enclave has its own governance structure, functioning as an autonomous municipality with a local council, yet it relies on Switzerland for many administrative functions. The cultural blend in Campione d'Italia is a delightful mix of Italian and Swiss influences. Residents enjoy the charm of Italian traditions, cuisine, and language, while also embracing Swiss customs and lifestyles. This unique fusion creates a vibrant community where festivals, culinary delights, and daily life reflect the best of both worlds. The enclave's distinct identity, shaped by its geographical and political circumstances, makes Campione d'Italia a captivating place to explore the complexities of borders and cultural exchange. The surprising border of Lesotho. Lesotho, a landlocked country entirely surrounded by South Africa, presents a remarkable case of an enclave that significantly influences its economy and culture. This unique geographical position means that all trade and travel to and from Lesotho must pass through South Africa, creating both opportunities and challenges. The economy of Lesotho relies heavily on remittances from Basotho workers employed in South Africa, as well as on agriculture and textile manufacturing. However, this dependence on its neighbor can also lead to vulnerabilities, particularly during economic downturns or political tensions. The historical context of Lesotho's establishment as a separate nation dates back to the early 19th century, when King Moshoeshoe I united various Sotho tribes to form a cohesive entity. The British recognized Lesotho as a protectorate in the late 1800s, which helped solidify its status as a distinct nation. Despite its colonial past, Lesotho gained independence in 1966, maintaining its identity as a separate country within the borders of South Africa. Being an enclave within another country carries significant implications for Lesotho. The nation must navigate complex diplomatic relationships with South Africa, balancing its sovereignty with the realities of dependence. Culturally, Lesotho has developed a rich identity that blends traditional Sotho customs with influences from its powerful neighbor. This unique situation fosters a sense of resilience among the Basotho people, who take pride in their heritage while adapting to the challenges posed by their geographical circumstances. Lesotho's story is a compelling example of how borders shape nations and cultures in unexpected ways. In this exploration of the strangest borders in the world, we've uncovered a variety of geographical anomalies that challenge our understanding of territory and nationhood. From the intricate enclaves of Baarle-Hertog and Baarle-Nassau to the unclaimed land of Beertawil, each example highlights the complexities and quirks that arise from historical treaties, colonial legacies, and unique geographical circumstances. We've seen how these unusual borders not only shape the economies and cultures of the regions involved, but also create fascinating stories of resilience and identity among their residents. These anomalies serve as a reminder of the fluid nature of international borders and the intricate relationships between neighboring countries. They invite us to reflect on how borders can influence daily life, cultural exchange, and even political dynamics. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, understanding these complexities becomes ever more important. If you found this journey through the world's strangest borders intriguing, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends who might also be curious about the fascinating stories behind our planet's borders. Together, let's continue to explore the wonders of geography and the rich tapestry of human experience that shapes our world. Thank you for joining us on this adventure.